Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from the desert. Melton now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Right to the air is Richardson. He's going to air one out right away. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. Carlson's kick is good. And the Colts will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Okay, this drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Crack all 80. Go.
On the ground, this is Ashton Genty. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
29-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the go. Ready. Ready.
Once again, it's Genty. Room to run at the 40. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point is up and through. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Melton now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Slot man in motion right. Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Okay, ready?
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Richardson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Deep for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 by 6, 60 by 6.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. Inside the 40. Down the sideline to the 20. An electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 59 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They keep it on the ground with Genty. And he's in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Melton now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mustang 19. Go. Viking 18. Warriors 70. 19 lock.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. This one deep and looking for Melton. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Scott, go.
He'll drop the throw. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but Still a little work to do now on third down.
It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Genty will cross the line. He is in. Touchdown, Raiders. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Melton now to return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On first down, it's Richardson. Again, working deep downfield. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll bring up second down.
60, let's go now. Cowboys, cut 19, cut 19.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big gainer for Indianapolis. A pickup of 44 yards. On first and 10, here's Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Colts. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Colts draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
For a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go again with Genty. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, the defense gets a rare win all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll look to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And he will score! Dante Thornton! Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now, the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Melton now to return. And he is stopped. That's 25. The drive will begin there. Here's Richardson. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
The extra point is good.
Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Ready up. Come on, come on.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Ready. Beat. 19.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Ready.
3rd and long.
Ready.
Back to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. That is fielded at the 13. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this.
Ready. Let's go now.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Richardson to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's second down
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be.
Second down and 8. The motion man here is McClure. Throwing on second down, Richardson. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Colts are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
The motion man here is McClure. A second down throw for Richardson. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. The RPO, that one is complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get fourth and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
And he's in. Touchdown, Indy.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Colts have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Ready! Ready!
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get on the ball.
Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And no return for Tucker. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Nice.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down. Richardson going to look to throw. This one deep and looking for Melton. And he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the first down.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
Back to the air again on second and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Hold it ready. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here we go.
Thrown quickly, that's Moore on the RPO. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Vegas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Melton now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Get it. Drag COVID-19.
From the gun, Richardson. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Viking, 18.
On the toss, they'll run, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check, smash, Viking, 18. Hurt. Check, hurt. Rig alert.
A run. Genty. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
70 Lions. Go street.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
A.J. Cole in punt formation for the Raiders.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
70 Rangers.
On 2nd down, Richardson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. This one complete to Melton. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. Richardson. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Throwing, Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but he got the 1st down, so it's going to be 1st and goal. They're going to mark it at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
The motion man here is McLaurin. Here's Richardson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the Colts will go up by a point here in the 2nd quarter. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Raiders get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead. Final moments of this 1st half, kicking with the lead now as this one is in the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hook. 70 Timberwolves.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Hold the ready. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, And it'll set up second down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Ready, set.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Let's go. Go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, they had a shot there, hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone. It will come back out to the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The 7th overall pick in 2023, Tyree Wilson, in for the sack, and that's a baker's dozen. 13 for the year. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
Extra point is good.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The 1st-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Come on.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That's complete. Some more on the right side. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders will cut the deficit down to 2.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Richardson. He'll get that complete to Donald Parham. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
First time they've looked his way all game long. And he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And the Colts first down.
From the gun, Richardson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Ready? 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
A second down throw for Richardson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Tyree Wilson in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
Get it. 70 Lions. Packers 60, Packers 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Richardson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. On the run to the right. The ball comes out. Unfortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is third and goal.
Now third and goal.
Richardson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. Now Carlson to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10. Open man is Thornton. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
That's another Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw. That one complete to Moore.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. That will put you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw again. Moving to his right. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football. And it'll bring up third down.
10 yards to go.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10.
Cowboy 80. Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll drop to throw. And he will score. Game on. Jack Beck, touchdown Raiders. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
7 Pirates, 7.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and he gets into the end zone, so a huge part of the comeback right there. They get the 2-point conversion. It's now a one-score game here in the fourth. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Tackle 80.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Off the RPO, this one to McLaurin. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
70.
Now a run on first down. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
70 Timberwolves.
Slot man in motion right. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Indianapolis.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Pioneer. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll drop to throw. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They finish off the regular season in grand style. They are division champions. We'll get a home game next weekend.
Yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me, blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic, the web look at the boots, fleet, headache. Gotta wait till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get back. It's a big, it's a no, so long as she get really. Listen, I don't mean to call you, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once when we go back, way back. Run it, then we on track. But you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap. You said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach. Play that. Just say that. I be in the streets like a straight rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope. Sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it. Fall back, get back.